Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to reach our goals, right? And one of the things that I think is really harmful and why most people don't reach their goals is because they just focus only on the goal and not on the habits to reach the goal, right? And I don't know if you ever heard of the quote like, oh, fall in love with the process and not the result. It's pretty much the same thing, right? That if all you do is focus on those results, you're not going to get there. But if you focus in with, fall in love with the process, you are going to, it's inevitable that you can get results. And an easy example of this is, let's say, doing YouTube, right? How many people do you think are out there who only focus on I got to reach 1,000 subs, right? Like I got to reach 1,000 subs, and nobody's thinking about like what kind of what's good content that I can make to attract my audience. Very few people are thinking like that compared to I just want 1,000 subs, right? And so what we have to do is that we have to focus on our habits and our once we develop those good habits, our goals will be met, right? Whereas all we do is just focus on our goals, you know what happens? All we do is just do nothing except stare at our goals, right? So this is why I'm not a big fan of like setting a bunch of goals because okay, you set a bunch of goals and then what? We need to do work. We need to do the habits. So, for example, with losing weight, there's a lot of people out there who who say, "Oh man, I want to lose like 10, 20 pounds." And then that's all they think about and they never think about like eating habits or exercise, right? Ton of people like that. Never think about eating habits or exercise. The second thing is making money. So instead of developing the habits for doing all the things that are going to attract good business, like marketing, sales, all they do is just focus. I want to make $1 million, right? And unfortunately, a lot of even big businesses are like that. I mean, think about a lot of businesses that focus on stock price, but what about the fundamentals that would help you maintain that high stock price, like AKA Boeing, where there's no meat on the bone, right? There's no real meat on the bone, but you want that high stock price, but then because you drove your production floor mad and just said, hey, just put on metal or the pieces on an airplane. Who cares about if it sticks together? Then that's why the stock price would go down in the end. But my point is that too many people focus way too much on the goal and never on the habit, right? Like as a YouTuber, I love talking about statistics and number of subs, but I'll tell you what I'm even more focused on, just making a video, right? If I learn just to develop a habit of making a video every single day, and I don't make a video every single day, but I try to, right? It's inevitable that as long as I work on my pitch, work on my how I speak, that this is going to be a successful channel, and we're already getting there. In fact, most YouTubers, the vast majority of them will never reach 1,000 subs. Never, they'll never reach 1,000 subs. And the reason that I think I got here, and who knows how successful we'll be, is because all I'm focused on is falling in love with the process of making a YouTube video, and I don't even care how many subs there are. Once I have the subs, I love to talk about it, but even today, if I only had 100 subs, I think I'd be more excited because it's like, man, I have a hardcore audience of only 100 people, but these are the most dedicated 100 people out there because they love velocity banking. Now, this audience is growing. I get that, but my point is don't get focused too much on the numbers. I love talking about the metrics, but what's more important is that you develop super strong habits that even on your days off, your your eight, every day you want to go 100%, but even if you're have a day off where it's like, oh, I'm not feeling too good, and you're at a 70, 80, that's someone else's 200%, right? It's kind of like, you know, I don't know if this is a good example, is that if you've been speaking a language for like 20 something years, you know, and you decide not to speak it for 2 weeks, what's the likelihood you're going to completely forget the language? Probably, I'd say it's even impossible, right? Same thing with anything, business, losing weight. I don't know what else people want, but don't care about the goal too much. You care about the habit. You keep doing it over and over again, and you'll be successful. All right. Well, this is Korean Atlanta Mentorship. Just another video for today. Have a great day, everybody, and we will speak next time.